Hey, here's Joe again, and welcome back to Bloodborne, where Gehrman awaits us at the foot of the great tree and we're ready to face our final battles. But we have something else to do in the meantime, which is, we got a bunch of umbilical cords during the story, which we can now take, all of them. This one precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. This one. Odin, formless great one, is no different. To think it was corrupted blood that began this eldritch liaison. That's the one from the prostitute I sent to Odin Chapel. Then the next one, number 3. Provost Willem sought the court in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one by lining his brain with ice, the only choice he knew if a man were ever to match their greatness. I think this is the one that... Yep, this is the one that Josefka had. The fake Josefka. And then the last one is Murgos. Use 4 of them. Okay. We're ready to fight our final boss. Say hi to Gehrman, who's been an elusive person and not showing up in my playthrough like at all lately. There he is in his wheelchair.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
I will not take the easy way out.
Dear, oh dear, what was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Of course he stands up. Cheater. Liar.
It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
Nice scythe there.
Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
Uh-huh. There you are. Get deleted from this word. Oh, I thought that you were doing an attack after the roll, not a blunderbuss shot. I should have known. Ah yes, of course, my freaking pistol doesn't work anymore. This time he did try to do a roll attack. Doesn't care about whatever. He did explode, that's not good. And there he dies.
And the dream were long.
We get the old hunter badge. And our next cutscene. This happens because we have eyes on the inside. We get to contact the next the big great one. Oh, I thought that was already end of cutscene. Yeah. No, I think this happens every time. But this that she tries now just doesn't work because we have eyes on the inside. Yeah. That way around, of course. Sorry. So we get to fight this thing. I mean, not yet, because I want a hunter's mark out and I forgot to put them on my bar, because I'm an idiot. Hunter's mark. Somewhere hunter's mark. Use. Yes. Ah, you fuckhead. Okay, we do it different then. We put it on bar. Hunter's mark, where is it? There. Okay, we're gonna gain some distance. So that we can gauge whether we'll make it. Yes. That should have fucking worked, game. My god. It doesn't help that there's a fucking delay to it and that it does eat my inputs every now and then. Okay, because we want to see what the old hunter badge is about and what we get for it. It's one of these, I assume, yeah. Old hunter badge. This hunter's badge, crafted in Gehrman's time, has no practical purpose except perhaps to assist in romanticizing about the past. The badge was a special privilege for hunters of the past and should not be dishonored. It should be left in peace unless one is truly prepared to assume the will of those gone before. We're gonna check on each and every mercenary. Great. There's nothing new here, nothing new here. I expected his clothes to be here. So if they're not there... We did get 0 souls. Are you kidding me? Is it here? Yes, but we cannot buy them because we don't have enough souls. Killing Gehrman granted us 0 souls. Thank you for that. Hunter attire of Gehrman the First Hunter, created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothing and later became the basis for all hunter's garb. The hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed and therefore of selecting lightweight attire no doubt traces back to Gehrman's own combat style. I'm gonna farm souls to buy that. Okay, I almost didn't see this. Of course, his burial blade, which is the scythe he's using, is here. And there's a lot of other weapons that I never got to show off because I just didn't get them as a pickup and I didn't want to like go out of my way to buy all the stuff. Blades of Mercy are supposed to be a great weapon. Ludwig's Holy Blade is supposed to be a great weapon. Chicago is supposed to be a great weapon. I'll show off the Burial Blade because we just unlocked it. And Gehrman's set. And Gehrman's set. Gehrman. No gloves. Gehrman, there he is. That's the hunter garb he started out with. Okay, I want to have more fitting gloves, so... Hunters. That's not the right color. That's not what I clicked on. What I wanted to click on, that is. Ashen? Ashen could be the right color, or choir. Or shard. Nope. Yharnam. That's better, that's still not the right color, but whatever. I wanted to show off the Burial Blade. Scales with arcane and actually does arcane damage. So it would work with my arcane scaling. So, normal form. A slow ass sword. With a right trigger cleave. That is normally an attack from above. Or the scythe. Nice horizontal cleaves. What? Why do you turn? That's a weird attack. That might be grab. That's really weird. Can you chain that? No. Okay. And the transformations. Nah, I don't like the moveset. Glad that I could show that off. Let's fight the moon presence. There we go, final boss. Whatever. Shouldn't be too hard. Where's she? Over there. Don't lock on to the bullshit boss. Can you let me out of my stun lock, please? Thank you. Stop backing into a corner. I want to get more than one hit in, please, before you attack me. Thank you for jumping, asshole. Oh god, what is that? And why does it down me to 1 hit point? Does it do that again? Okay, no, this was an AoE type attack. Don't know what the weird balls do. I assume they do damage. Yeah. Just delayed. Do the visceral attack. That would have been a nice whatever, we broke its head. We could have visceral attacked it. We've slain the nightmare. And are done. Ah, now we get our souls, obviously, because the fight wasn't over after Gehrman. And that's our ending cutscene. It doesn't burn anymore. But there we are. A new great one. An infant great one.
Oh, good hunter.
Start of childhood trophy. But there we are. We did it. We did defeat Bloodborne. All non-DLC bosses. Sadly, I couldn't play the DLC. If you ever see an announcement, and I don't see it, like if you ever see an announcement for that the Old Hunter DLC is added for the PS Now version of the game, just feel free to tweet that to me so that I can go in and do those DLC bosses, because I'm not done with the game until I killed all bosses. But we did all bosses that are available outside of the DLC, including all the chalices, which obviously made me be very, very over-leveled in the base game, because the chalices are somehow tailored to New Game Plus. But I wanted to do the chalices, so like my real final boss was last episode, Yharnam, the Pthumerian Queen, which wasn't too much of a trouble, because the real block in the the thing you have to pass in the chalices is the cursed and defiled chalice, and that's the really hard one, which we did defeat that. And yeah, that feels good that we were able to defeat all base content of the game. I really love all the FromSoft games. That includes the non-Miyazaki ones, like Dark Souls 2. I really love all of them. It's a pleasure for me to play them every time. Like the exploration, the world building is on point. The loot system is on point. Like, you get special items, not too often, not too less of them. You were rewarded for exploring, for going to the side paths. Yes, you become over-leveled of sorts, for like, if somebody just rushes from boss to boss and just fights the bosses and is done with the game in 5 hours, and really has trouble with the bosses during that, that's your fault. That's not how I envision these games to be played, but you can play them like that. I just don't want to play them like that myself. Interesting that they have the voice actors for every voice localization in the credits, not only for the one that you were watching. Interesting. Like, of course, if you run through, go from boss to boss and just use the boss souls to level up and never do anything side content-y, of course you're lower level, but that's not the intended level to beat the bosses with. Like, the intended balance is to do like 50 to 70% of the side content, because you're not expected to find everything in your playthrough. And of course, since I knew this game before I did find everything, or almost everything, I will have glanced over 2 or 3 items that you can drop to. I didn't try out the weapons and didn't see like how OP, for example, the Blades of Mercy are, which they are. Yeah, like, this game also has so much replayability because of all, I mean, we didn't really do build, because at the end we leveled everything because of the big amount of blood echoes we got. But like, if I could easily just pick up, like, in New Game Plus, I could just run through the Hunter's Dream and pick up the Blades of Mercy and make a full Blade of Mercy run. And it would be great. Like, it would be something new, something fresh, a different playstyle, different everything. I really love these games. The world building is superior to every other game. That still holds true for Dark Souls 2 even. It is superior to the world building of, for example, Neo, or any other Souls, like The Surge 2, for example. It's still superior to that. It's just inferior to the Miyazaki designed Souls games. It's still a really good game. I really love all the From Software games, and I'm really glad that I got around to playing this. Like, I didn't know it was available on PC. I would have played this ages ago. The both PS Now thing option. Like, I knew with Demon Souls, but that was always like, yeah, you still have to somehow own a PS Network version of Demon Souls, which you can only access if you, or a disc version, which you can only access if you have a physical PlayStation 3, because PlayStation 3 games aren't in the normal shop anymore that you can reach via the normal internet. And like, if you want to use a physical disc, you have to have a Blu-ray player that can read PlayStation discs. So it was still weird to figure out how to get it running on my PC. But this was available for me from the start. And yeah, I wish I would have known earlier. Okay, where do we get put? Do we start at the at Josefka's clinic? Or with the cutscene?
Good. All signed and sealed.
Oh.
Now,
Turn down
let's
the
begin
volume.
the transfusion.
Oh, it's the same.
Don't
Let's
you
look at the
worry.
beginning cutscene. Do we see something
Whatever
interesting?
happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
A bad dream? We already went through all this. It was a great dream. I loved it. I mean, we don't really need to watch this cutscene again, so I can just skip it unless it's different now. It's not different. Okay. We're in Josefka's clinic. Reawakening. Yeah, let us shred that werewolf and go to the hunter's dream. Oh, the beginning of the game. You remember how frail we were? When we tried to take this werewolf and didn't even get, like, any damage in on it? And when it two-shot us? Never watch the Spectre if I'm on an item that I want to pick up, man. This game's broken somehow. Back to Central Yharnam. Isn't that great? This feels so great. Okay, yeah. So, for all the FromSoft games, I really love them. The replayability is really great. I may just come back to every single one of these games and just play a modded version perhaps, or a different, like focusing on different stuff, like maybe doing a freaking melee bit, Dark Souls 1 thing or something like that. I mean, I've now proven that I can play these games with melee bits. Like, I proved that in Sekiro and Bloodborne and Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2. Just that Dark Souls 1 and 3 I didn't play with a melee bit. So I may come around to those games playing melee bits, and I may come back to Demon Souls shredding it with a mage bit, because that is way the fuck OP. Ah, Cleric Beast over there, greeting us. Okay, towards the Hunter's Dream. Am I not supposed to be able to see the amygdalas when I'm above 40 inside? I don't see them. I'm supposed to be able to see them before fighting Rom, if I'm over 40 inside. Whatever. Yeah. Good. We'll leave this like here. Of course we get a cutscene. Don't remember that we got a cutscene the last time. Is the doll just sitting there? Yeah, the doll is just sitting there in the cutscene. Why is the doll not active? I have 50 inside, man. I have 50 inside, man. Man. Let us port back and forth. Ah! I could have chosen another weapon. I just saw. They really offer me another weapon choice in New Game Plus? Or will they be gun? No, I'm intrigued. Like, the game still holds secrets to me. I assume the doll doesn't awaken until we pick up the weapons. I just saw the weapons off the corner of my eye when I ported out, because I'm stupid and didn't look around. Ah! They're gun now. No, except gift from messengers. We have the cleaver. Let me show you the threaded cane. And we definitely take a blunderbuss. Hey you.
Hello, I am an honorable, and you will twimble. Farewell, may you.
Yeah, there's nothing too special about this. Like, we could have now gone to the Chalices and continued the Chalices, but I wanted to end the game on the final boss fight. Let me show you the threaded cane. This weapon's fun. Like it's a normal stick, like club weapon with a very swordy move set, and that weird stab that just becomes stronger when you charge it. But when you transform it, it's like a whip with long ass reach. Don't know what the charge attack. We can't charge the attack. Okay. It's a stab to transform that direction, and a whip attack if you transform that direction. Like this weapon has really good reach. If we do like the jump attack, we can, like, we did hit that we did start the jump attack from here. We did hit the fence. Yeah, just speaking about the range. Okay, whatever. We're done with Bloodborne. I really love this. I'm so much looking forward to Elden Ring. I can't, like, there's still the problem that Elden Ring and Silksong may come out at the same time. And, like, if anyone is out there who's able to rival From Software on making the perfect game, then it's Hollow Knight. Then it's the Hollow Knight devs. So I don't know if they come out at the same time. I will be a very sad guy. Only be able to play one of them, which would be a shame. But I'm so much looking to finally playing one of these games completely blind, finding all secrets myself, uncovering all the intricacies of what they changed about the mechanics on my own without looking anything up. I'm really looking forward to that. And yes, it will be a very, very slow run, because that's just the way we go about this. Like, we will do a very, very slow run, going to every nook and cranny, finding every secret, hopefully on our own. I'm so much looking forward to it. I haven't decided yet what I'm playing tomorrow on this slot. We'll have to bridge a few days until Elden Ring comes out on the 25th of February. We should now have the 1st or 2nd February, the day this episode comes out. I think the 2nd, or the 1st, whatever. We'll have a few days to bridge. I'll find a game which I'm playing in the meantime. I'm thinking about using my PlayStation Now subscription that I now have to play more PlayStation exclusives. The problem is that the freaking touchpad emulator stuff doesn't work. And other games like Bloodborne doesn't depend on that at all. Like, there's one item gated behind it, and the weird gesture system that's not an integral part of the game. So it's very nice to us non-PlayStation controller users, because I use the Xbox Elite controller for this and it works fine. But other PlayStation exclusive games, they use the touchpad a lot. They use the gyro, which I think this controller is a gyro too, but I'm not certain on that. But it doesn't work. So I can't do any like weird stuff in games where I have to like topple my controller to control something. That all won't work. So I don't know whether we can actually play any other PlayStation exclusive. So like, I have them on my list in the store. I put away like Until Dawn and Last of Us 1 and 2 and God of War. Those are the ones that immediately came to mind when I entered the PlayStation Now's menu. God of War will come to PC, so I won't touch that at all. Because it will just be superior if we play it on a PC in good graphics. I think it will hit the PC around the time where the next part of that game comes out then on PlayStation, which will not be on PlayStation Now for like half a year at least. So we might want to resubscribe then. And Last of Us heavily relies on the touchpad, if I saw that right. Same goes for Uncharted. Like you can't play those games unless you have a touchpad. And similar goes for Until Dawn. So we won't be able to play those games unless I get myself a PlayStation controller, which I think I won't do because I really, really love this controller that I now have. It just really feels like the best controller I've ever had, because it is. Yeah, so it won't be any of those games. So we'll be leaving the PlayStation Now and system, and we'll be going to some other game, and I'll just see what's out at that point. Good. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow with whatever we have up, and see you in 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, with Elden Ring. I'm really looking forward to it. Have a nice day.